All right, hey guys, welcome back to 234 in my Casa. So today I'm going to do a recipe review. We're going to be making a really wonderful treat that a lot of people here in the States, and I'm sure probably in all over the world, different expats probably know what this particular sweet treat is. It brings back a lot of nostalgia for a lot of people, roasting them over over campfires, and you may be at a restaurant that has these on the menu as well. I'm talking about s'mores. And we're going to do a little variation on the s'mores. This recipe comes courtesy of Sugar Sparrow, and it is a no-bake s'mores icebox cake, okay? And so this is a twist on the traditional s'more. So here stateside, and I'm sure, like I said, all over the world, maybe expats and things like that that are overseas in different countries, they know what s'mores are. Graham crackers with melted marshmallows and some chocolate and another graham cracker on top. It brings back so many memories for a lot of people, and it's something that you sit by yourself or with your family or friends or whatever and have that as a sweet treat. You roast the marshmallows over an open flame, and it has this wonderful, wonderful taste. So we're going to be doing it since here stateside it's summertime, it's hot here, and so this is a way that you can enjoy your s'mores without all of the heat. It's a twist on the classic s'more. So I'm going to show you all how to make this, and like I said, this recipe comes courtesy of Sugar Sparrow. I will link their information in the description box below. And this is a wonderful, wonderful dessert. I will bring you all over and show you the ingredients. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all in a second. Hey guys, so you're going to want to place 1.5 cups of semi-sweet Toll House morsels into a bowl, all right? And we're going to set this to the side. And if you don't have semi-sweet Toll House morsels, you can use any kind of melting chocolate that you would like to use. You can use the bar chocolate. You can use dark chocolate. You can use like the dark chocolate morsels or any brand morsels that you would prefer to use, okay? And then you're going to want to have a saucepan, and we're going to be bringing 1 cup of whipping cream to a simmer, okay, to a little low boil. And this is the whipping cream that I'm going to be using, and you want to make sure that it is heavy whipping cream, okay? And we're going to bring this, like I said, to a simmering boil. Okay, so it has come to a boil, and you'll know that it is coming to that light simmering boil when you start seeing bubbles around the edges and then the bubbles in the middle. So this lets you know that it is at a boil, and you don't want to burn your whipping cream or scorch it or anything, okay? So I'm stirring this around. I'm going to go ahead and turn the whipping cream off. And so now we're going to bring our chocolate chips over here, and you're going to pour your whipping cream over your chocolate chips. And what we're trying to create here is a ganache. This is going to serve as our chocolate for the s'mores, okay? Because like I said, s'mores are what? Graham cracker, marshmallow, and chocolate, okay? And so we're going to be layering this ganache in between the graham cracker layers and the marshmallow layers. So you're just going to stir your chocolate chips, and this is going to be soupy, okay? But try your best not to concern yourself with the soupiness. And as it sits and cools, it will become thicker, okay? And you can use a spatula for this process. I have a silicone spoon that I'm using, and I'm probably going to go ahead and get my whisk out just to make sure that it's uniform and it's not all, you see all the little bits in there? I want to make sure that mine is uniform and doesn't have any bits in it, okay? All right, so we've got this all mixed together. Now that I've whisked it, you can see all the little chocolate bits are gone. All right, so now that this is done, you're gonna place this in a cool area of your home. Okay guys, so it has been a few hours, and the ganache icing is ready. It's cool and it's ready to be spread. So I'm gonna be using, for marshmallows, I'm gonna be using a 13-ounce container of this jet puffed marshmallow cream. Okay, but if you want to make your own homemade marshmallow cream, you can. The recipe for that is going to be on the Sugar Sparrow website. Like I said, I'll link their information in the description box below. And one other thing too, this cake is something that you're going to want to make the day before. It needs to be in the refrigerator for about 8 hours or so, preferably overnight. Okay, I forgot to mention that in the beginning of the video. So we're going to go ahead. The first layer that we're going to be putting in here, the first layer that's going to go on the cake is going to be the cream. And you're going to want to have your loaf pan lined with saran wrap and or cling wrap. You don't want to use the press and seal, because I found that when you use the press and seal wrap, that it leaves a residue. Like if I put it on my, like over my mixing bowls for the night for something I may be making early in the morning the next day, when you take the press and seal wrap off, your mixing bowl is sticky. So it leaves a residue behind. So I wouldn't suggest wrap, because your marshmallow cream and everything is going to be touching the wrap. So I wouldn't use the press and seal just because of the residue, but you do what you want to do. But I've just found that it has a residue. Okay, so we're going to start with the first layer of marshmallow cream, and you can put this in a piping bag and, or a Ziploc bag, and just make sure you cut the corner really large and pipe it into your casserole dish. I've got saran wrap and lining the dish and hanging off the sides, because once you get done, you're going to fold your saran wrap on top of the s'mores cake, and then and put it in the refrigerator. And then just know, guys, that if you are gonna put it in here like I am, just know that your marshmallow cream, whether you use the cream that I'm using or you make your own marshmallow cream, it's going to be sticky. Okay, so that's why on the recipe they suggest using, piping it into the bottom of your baking dish, your loaf pan. I'm sorry, your loaf pan, because see how it's just or yeah. So you see what I'm talking about. And I'm also going to put some in a piping bag so you all can see the difference between using the piping bag or spreading. Okay, so now I've got some in a piping bag, and I'll show y'all how much easier it is to just pipe it. See? And it's a whole lot less mess. All right, now the next thing that you're going to want to do is layer your graham crackers. And I'm using honey graham crackers, and that's what's suggested in the recipe as well on Sugar Sparrow. Okay, so they use honey as well. So we're going to add in the layer of graham crackers, and you may have to break some of your graham crackers in order to make them fit and give you an even layer. And I'm gonna press mine down just a little bit just to make sure that my marshmallow layer and everything is touching the bottom of my loaf pan. All right, guys, so now we're ready for our layer of chocolate ganache, and this is what it's hardened into. If you can remember, it was kind of soupy, and now it's been some hours, and so it's gotten thicker, and so we're gonna go ahead and add a layer of ganache. Very beautiful, nice and glossy, really, really pretty. And so then once you get your chocolate ganache, you're going to repeat your layer of marshmallow, and then another layer of graham crackers. And I'm going to be sure to cover my graham crackers enough where I'm not seeing any graham cracker through the chocolate. And that's about as thick as I want to get it. I want to make sure that I reserve some more of my chocolate ganache for the next layer. All right, y'all, so I've got some more of the marshmallow cream in this Ziploc bag. Okay, so we've got the marshmallow cream added, and so now I'm going to just add another layer of graham crackers. And I'm gonna push the marshmallow cream over just a little bit. I didn't quite get it to the sides, so you can just use your graham crackers to push it over if you need to get it even. See? Okay, so you all can see how you kind of have to break these into little, just to make sure that it's kind of like a puzzle piece. Just making sure that you can get your graham crackers shaped into those empty space, placed in those empty spaces that you may have. And it's easy to do. It's not a huge deal or anything like that, and it's not really time consuming or anything. Okay, and so then your final layer is going to be your chocolate ganache. And you'll want to start on those little bitty pieces because they're easier to lift away than these bigger pieces. So make sure you have those covered with plenty of ganache, and then you can always spread from there. out. Okay, so that way those little particular pieces won't lift and move your layer around. Okay, because it's hard to get it placed back in the same place if you do that. Okay guys, so this is ready to be placed in the refrigerator. You don't have to spray your saran wrap with any kind of non-stick cooking spray, because this is going to get very hard, and so it will lift away very, very easily when you get it out of the fridge in 8 hours or overnight. Okay, but if you feel better, you want to go ahead and spray it with some spray your saran wrap with some Pam or non-stick cooking spray. If that makes you feel better, be my guest. I wouldn't want the Pam residue on my cake, because it's going to show up. You'll be able to see it. It's going to have a whitish kind of appearance, so I wouldn't do it, but you do whatever works best for you. Okay. All right, got it covered, and we are going to place this in our refrigerator, like I said, for a minimum of 8 hours, preferably overnight. All right, guys, so it's day 2 of our S'mores Icebox Cake. So I'm gonna grab it and get it out of the refrigerator. Okay, so I've got it here, and I'm gonna unwrap it, and we will get this plated. Okay guys, so I'm gonna unwrap this so you all can see what it looks like. All right, so I've got this, got that unwrapped, and so you all can see what it looks like. Okay, and then I'm gonna kind of press it. See, it's hard. Okay, it has a softness to it, but it's solid. Okay, so it's not like hard like a candy bar. It's a little like a frozen candy bar. It's on the softer side of when your candy bar is room temperature. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and flip this. Okay. Now, on the Sugar and Sparrow recipe, they actually put some more marshmallow cream on top when it comes out of the fridge. And they have a kitchen torch that they use to brown, I'm sorry, I couldn't think of the word, but brown the top of the marshmallow cream, kind of like just like a roasted marshmallow that you would get, with your s'more. I am more than likely not gonna do that. I don't have a kitchen torch anyway, but I have a child that doesn't like burned marshmallows. So, and not only burned, she doesn't want them brown, nothing. So I'm gonna leave mine like this. And what you can do if you do have a situation like that is you can put some little dollops of marshmallow cream on top, if that's what you would like to do. You could actually put actual marshmallows on here too, and put drizzle some chocolate on top. That would be pretty. Or you, like they did the, the browning on the top of it on that website. And this particular child that I have doesn't want it burned brown. So she does her s'mores in the microwave. She'll melt her marshmallow just a tiny bit in the microwave and eat it like that with her. But anyway, but there you go. There it is. And so I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece of this and taste it. Okay, you guys, so I have a knife, and I don't know if any of you all can feel my pain. I have children that play Roblox. I don't know how long, and they're arguing, yelling. I'm like, who are you talking to? Oh, I'm talking to somebody on Roblox. And I'll be thinking they're in there really arguing with somebody, and it's through the phone. Anyway. Okay, so I've got a knife, and I think with this particular cake, you're probably gonna want to have like some hot water or something for each cut, because I'm sure that it's gonna start to collect, you know what I mean, the sticky stuff on your knife. So, but I'm just gonna do one cut, and I'm gonna bring you all a little bit closer to see as I cut this. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it this way so you can see. Yeah. And you know what, guys? I don't know that I could even really eat that much of this. This is very rich. Okay, so you can see all those layers in there of your graham cracker, your chocolate, your marshmallow. And like I said, on their sites, they have it with the, you know, with it being like, you know, a little browned on the top, reminiscent of your marshmallow that you would roast over an open flame. And again, there it is again, just in case. This is gonna be good, I can tell. This is really, really good. And this would be a good for those married couples out there or partnered couples or what have you. I think this would be really good for like a date night dessert. If you know what I mean. I mean literally too, but it's something you could, you know, have some fun with. It's good. All right. Like I said, I'll put the the recipe in the description box below with a link to their recipe. I give this a gold star. This is good. All right, well, I'll see y'all next time. Bye.